Hello everyone, welcome to Remote Lawyer. Today we bring to you a video on the IT rules 2021 and the impact the IT rules would have on intermediaries' website policies. Now, all intermediaries would have to review and update their terms and conditions, privacy policies, user agreements, etc. in view of the new IT rules 2021. The compliance deadline was May 25, 2021. Now, before we move on to discuss what are the changes required, let us discuss who are intermediaries. Now, the IT Act defines an intermediary with respect to any particular electronic message as any person who, on behalf of another person, receives, stores, or transmits that message or provides any service with respect to that message. So, for instance, your internet service providers, your telecom service providers, search engines such as Google, all of these fall within the definition of an intermediary. Now, the new IT rules also brought about two other categories of intermediaries, which are social media intermediary and significant social media intermediary. Now, social media intermediaries are those who enable an online interaction between two or more users and allow them to create, upload, share, disseminate, modify, or access information using its services. So, for example, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, etc., all of them are social media intermediaries. Now, significant social media intermediaries are those who have registered users in India above a particular threshold. So your Facebook and your LinkedIn, etc., because they are big, social media giants. So therefore, they would fall within the purview of significant social media intermediaries. Smaller social media intermediaries who have users which do not cross the threshold as notified by the central government would comprise of social media intermediaries. Now, let us see what rules are required to be published and where are they to be published. Now, privacy policies, rules and regulations and user agreement need to be published. If you have a website or a mobile-based application, then it is advisable that you publish these policies on both your website as well as your mobile-based application. Now, let me tell you here, there could be three kinds of documentation. Now, your terms of use could be something which regulate a user accessing and using your website. Now, for example, if you have a SaaS-based application, which you are offering as a web application as well as a mobile-based application. Now, you may want to have a separate SaaS terms of use for those SaaS applications. So anything and everything which regulates the user accessing and using whatever software you have to offer and your website should be published on your website as well as your mobile-based application. Now, restrictions on content. So the previous intermediary guidelines, which were released in 2011, also placed certain restrictions on the kind of content users could upload, host, display, modify, publish, transmit, share, store. Now, the current regulations, the 2021 regulations, they have added a new ground which says that the users cannot host, display, upload, modify, publish, store, transmit, share any information which is patently false and untrue and is written or published in any form with the intent to mislead or harass a person, entity, or agency for financial gain or to cause any injury to any person. Now, when you are drafting a terms of use document, now typically if you are an intermediary website and you allow your users to publish or post content on your website, you would be putting some restrictions on the kind of content that has to be uploaded. Now, typically the law provides a whole list of restrictions that have to be placed mandatorily on the users, and these restrictions not only have to be placed, but they also have to be published and included in your terms of use document. So when you are listing down these restrictions, you should also include this one new ground which has been added. Now, so if you have all these things added, and tomorrow if your user, modifies some content which is on your website and starts circulating as a meme, now you would say that, okay, I had a list of restrictions on my website, and I had told my users that they cannot do this. So it helps in reducing your liability and offsetting your liability. Now, the IT rules 2021 also bring about a new change which says that you have to inform users about website policies. Now, what used to happen before was that if you would look at any terms and conditions document in any website, they would say that you need to review the terms and conditions on your own. But now the new IT rules say that the intermediaries need to inform their users at least once in a year of the rules and regulations, user agreement, privacy policies, etc., which which are displayed on their website, and of any changes in these rules and regulations, user agreement, privacy policies, etc. So you have to inform them of two things. First, the rules and regulations, user agreement, and privacy policies. And second, any changes in these rules and regulations, user agreement, and privacy policies. So even if your documents or policies are not changing, still you need to inform your users at least once in a year of the policies your website or your application are governed by. Now, retaining user information. The earlier intermediary guidelines provided for a 90 days of information storage. Now, this has been extended to a period of 180 days. So, the intermediaries can retain user information for a period of 180 days. Now, the intermediaries are also required to provide any information which the government requires within a period of 72 hours of the receipt of an order. And such information could be related to the purposes of verification of identity or for prevention or detection, investigation of any crimes, etc. So when you are publishing a terms of use document, you should also inform your user that you are mandated under law to provide this information to government agencies within 72 hours of the receipt of such an order. So later on, no user can come and actually file a complaint against you saying that you violated their privacy, because this is something which is mandated under law. So this should also go in your terms of use document. Now, grievance redressal, you must have heard about it, the requirement for a chief compliance officer for significant social intermediaries. Now, for intermediaries, a grievance officer is to be appointed, and the details of the same are to be published on the website or mobile-based application. Now, the details to be published are, you need to publish the name of the grievance officer, the contact details, and the mechanism of the complaint. Now, you need to acknowledge the complaint within 24 hours, and you also need to dispose the complaint within 15 days of receiving the same. So, you need to have a proper grievance redressal mechanism worked out and included in your terms of use document. You should also have a grievance redressal mechanism in your privacy policy. So all and any policies which are displayed on your website should all have a proper grievance redressal mechanism. You should have a grievance officer also appointed. So these were a few changes which have been brought about by the IT rules. We would be releasing a proper comparative document where, signifying what has changed and what has remained the same. This document would be uploaded on our website, remotelawyer.in, shortly, and you can download the same from there. So thank you and stay safe. And if you have any queries regarding drafting of terms and conditions or website policies, privacy policy, or any query in general related to contracts drafting, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn or leave a comment below. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe.